听专家解读美国升学方案，看美国学习生活点滴，圆美国名校梦想。本节目由美国文美教育集团冠名播出。
大家好，欢迎收看文美集团美国升学直通车。文美集团美国升学直通车是华人网和文美教育集团联合制作播出的北美首档大型的网络直播教育节目。在我们的节目当中，你将会了解到最新最权威的教育资讯，还有升学的建议。无论你是学生还是家长，有任何的美国升学教育问题，都可以给我们留言。下面进入我们今天的升学大讲堂。
Hi, this is Pierre for WinMei. Today's topic is going to be overview and analysis of the 2025 U.S. News Best College Rankings. The 2025 U.S. News Best College Rankings offer an invaluable resource for high school students and parents navigating the complex admissions process. As one of the most trusted and widely used college ranking systems, U.S. News ranks universities based on factors like academic reputation, faculty resources, graduation rates, and student outcomes. While rankings shouldn't be the sole factor in a student's decision-making process, they can help guide families as they evaluate institutional quality, program strengths, and fit. In this essay, we will analyze the 2025 rankings, explore the latest admissions trends at top 20 universities, and provide guidance on how students can use these rankings to create a balanced and effective college list. We will also examine how emerging trends like test optional policies, holistic admissions, and institutional focus on diversity are shaping the landscape of college admissions. First section is going to be key components of the U.S. News College Rankings. The U.S. News Best College Rankings evaluate schools across several metrics to ensure a comprehensive view of academic excellence. Number 1, academic reputation. Schools are ranked based on peer assessments from university leaders, highlighting institutional prestige and the perceived quality of academic programs. Number 2, graduation and retention rates. This metric reflects on how well universities support students through graduation. Higher rates are typically associated with strong student services and academic support. Number 3, faculty resources. This category measures class sizes, student-to-faculty ratios, and faculty qualifications. Smaller class sizes and better faculty resources often correlate with higher student satisfaction. Number 4, financial resources. Universities with robust financial aid offerings and institutional wealth are more likely going to attract a diverse and talented student body. Number 5, student selectivity. SAT/ACT scores, high school class rank, and acceptance rates play a crucial role in determining a university's selectivity, which is often closely tied to its ranking. For the 2025 rankings, universities saw some shifts in their positions due to changing trends in admissions, institutional investment in diversity, and updated methodologies that prioritize outcomes over inputs. Princeton, MIT, and Stanford retained their top spots, while universities with strong commitments to diversity and first-generation student support, like Brown and Duke, have also risen in the rankings. Admissions trends in the top 20 universities. One of the most notable trends in the 2025 admissions cycle is the expansion of test optional policies. After the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, many top universities shifted to test optional admissions, and this policy has become permanent at several institutions. This shift has led to increased application volume and higher selectivity at top universities, as students no longer feel limited by standardized test scores. As a result, the holistic review process, which takes into account factors like extracurricular activities, essays, and recommendations, has become more important than ever. In addition to test optional policies, top universities have intensified their focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion. This includes not only increasing access for underrepresented groups, but also enhancing campus support for first-generation and low-income students. Universities like Princeton, Harvard, and the University of Chicago have led the way in these efforts, offering significant financial aid packages and recruiting initiatives aimed at making elite education more accessible. The next section is using the U.S. News rankings to build a college list. While rankings provide a helpful framework for evaluating colleges, it is essential for students to create a well-balanced list of institutions based on their personal goals, academic fit, and extracurricular interests. The U.S. News rankings can serve as a launching pad, but the final college list should be tailored to each student's unique needs. Number 1, identify academic and social fit. The first step is to look beyond the numbers. Students should evaluate universities based on factors such as academic programs, campus culture, location, and available extracurricular opportunities. For example, a student interested in STEM fields might prioritize schools like MIT, Stanford, or Caltech, which consistently rank at the top for science and engineering programs. On the other hand, the student focused on the liberal arts might gravitate towards institutions like Yale, Princeton, or Brown, known for their strong humanities programs. Number 2, use rankings to build a balanced college list. High school students should build a list that includes a mix of reach, target, and safety schools. U.S. News rankings can be a useful tool for identifying potential reach schools, but students should also use admissions data, such as the average GPA and standardized test scores of admitted students, to identify more realistic options. For example, a student with a 4.0 GPA and competitive SAT or ACT scores might consider schools like Harvard, Stanford, and Columbia as reach schools. However, they should also include target schools like UCLA or the University of Michigan, and safety schools like Boston University or Northeastern, ensuring they have options across various levels of selectivity. Number 3, factor in affordability and financial aid. One of the most important considerations for students and families is the cost of attendance. Many top schools, including Ivy League institutions, offer need-blind admissions and significant financial aid packages. Students should carefully examine the financial aid offerings of each school, as many elite universities have robust resources to support students from low and middle-income families. The U.S. News rankings include data on financial resources, which can help students identify schools that are likely to offer strong financial aid packages. The next section is going to be the latest admissions trends, holistic review, and the rise of essays. As universities move further into test optional policies, the importance of holistic review in the admissions process has grown. Top universities are placing more weight on personal essays, extracurricular activities, and recommendation letters to differentiate between high-achieving students. This means that students with unique stories, strong leadership skills, and meaningful community involvement have a better chance of standing out in the competitive admissions landscape. Number 1, personal essays. The personal essay has always been important, but it has become an even more crucial part in recent years. Students should use this space to provide insights into their character, goals, and experiences. Rather than summarizing achievements, students should focus on personal growth and demonstrate how their experience has aligned with the university's values. Number 2, extracurricular activities. Admissions officers are increasingly looking for students who have shown sustained commitment to their extracurricular activities. Rather than participating in many clubs or activities, students should focus on a few that are meaningful to them. Leadership roles, community service, and passion projects are particularly important in distinguishing an application. Case study 1, building a balanced college list. Student A is a high-achieving student with a 4.3 GPA, multiple AP courses, and competitive extracurriculars. He is interested in pursuing a degree in economics and international relations. After reviewing the U.S. News ranking, Student A creates a college list that includes reach schools like Harvard, Yale, and Princeton, which have top programs in his field of interest. He also includes target schools like Georgetown and New York University, and safety schools like Boston College and the University of Richmond. By using the rankings to identify top-tier programs in economics, student A ensures that his college list aligns with his academic interests, while also providing a mix of selectivity to maximize his chances of admission. Case study 2, navigating the test optional process. Student B is a student with strong extracurricular involvement, leadership roles in her school's debate team, and a 3.8 GPA. She excels in writing but has also had lower standardized test scores. With test optional policies in place, she chooses to apply to schools like Brown, Dartmouth, and the University of Chicago without submitting her SAT scores. She focuses on crafting compelling personal essays that highlight her leadership in debate and her passion for advocacy. By emphasizing her strengths in her application and taking advantage of test optional policies, student B increases her chances of admission to highly selectivity universities that value a holistic review process. In conclusion, I'd like to say that the 2025 U.S. News Best College Rankings offer high school students and their families an important tool for evaluating colleges, but they should be used in conjunction with other factors like academic fit, financial aid, and personal preferences. With the emerging trends like test optional policies, increasing competition, and the rise of holistic admissions, students must approach the application process strategically by using the rankings to build a balanced college list and focusing on personal essays and extracurriculars. Students can maximize their chances of admission to top universities. And the last thing I'd like to do is simply look over the list and just see some trends here. So I see here that we have Princeton as number 1, MIT as number 2, Harvard as number 3, Stanford as number 4, Yale as number 5, Caltech as number 6, in a tie with Duke, which is also number 6, and a tie with Johns Hopkins, which is also number 6, in a tie with Northwestern University, which is also number 6. And then we have University of Pennsylvania at number 10, Cornell University at number 11, tied with the University of Chicago at number 11. Then we have Brown University at number 13, Columbia University tied as well at number 13, Dartmouth at 15, UCLA at number 15, UCLA Berkeley at number 17, Rice University at number 18, in a tie with University of Notre Dame at number 18, in a tie as well with Vanderbilt University at number 18. And then to round it off, we have Carnegie Mellon at number 21. And so, of course, as expected, we see a lot of Ivy Leagues in the top 20, but we also see the usual suspects such as MIT and Stanford as well. But we also see schools like Johns Hopkins, Duke University, and Caltech, as well as University of Chicago, which is usually a top school as well. So we've talked about the admissions trends, but I would say that you need to really analyze each university and see how well it fits into the overall scheme of what you're trying to accomplish, what type of schools you're trying to go for. And with that, I'll be ending the meeting now. Thank you.
谢谢 Mr. 比尔先生，大家有任何的问题都可以直接来咨询文美集团。下面我们有请文美教育集团的总监万博士来给大家解读最新的2025年美国大学排名。
半个月前，美国新闻杂志排名泄露的消息闹得沸沸扬扬。9月24日，官网终于更新了正式版本的2025年排名。跟往年相比，榜单上学校的排名变化大不大？2025全美大学排名又有怎样的新形式？今天和大家解答。排名指标，2024年的排名中，第一代学生的6年毕业率是评估大学表现的一个重要指标。然而在2025年的排名中，这一指标不再被纳入排名公式中。这一变化反映了对数据标准化的需求，以及对比较公平性的进一步追求。权重的重新分配也值得关注。原本归因于第一代学生毕业率的权重转移到佩尔助学金毕业率上。 除了权重调整，2025年的排名继续强调结果指标，如学生保留率、毕业生负债情况以及与典型高中毕业生相比的毕业后收入。这些指标的持续关注，体现了对教育质量和学生成功的高度关注。学生保留率衡量学生在大学继续学习的百分比；毕业生负债评估学生毕业后的债务负担；毕业生收入与典型高中毕业生相比的毕业生收入；佩尔助学金毕业率接受佩尔助学金的学生的毕业率，这是衡量学校支持不同社会经济背景学生成功的一个重要指标。第一代大学生毕业率，家庭中第一个上大学的学生的毕业率，这一指标在2025年的排名中被移除，其权重被重新分配给了佩尔助学金毕业率。教师资源包括班级规模、教师薪资和教师的学术成果等。专家意见，其他高等教育机构的顶级管理人员对学校的学术质量进行评估。普林斯顿连续14年名列榜首，麻省理工依旧稳居榜眼宝座，哈佛、斯坦福和耶鲁依次名列第3、第4和第5位。与去年类似，哈耶普斯麻继续稳居前5。加州理工、杜克、约翰斯霍普金斯和西北大学并列第6。倍感失落的宾大只能成为垫底替10，也刷新这所老牌藤校1997年以来排名的历史最低。去年哥伦比亚大学官宣不再参与 US News 本科大学排名，成为第一所拒绝向该排名机构提供信息的藤校。但 US News 排名还是跟去年一样，你退你的，我排我的，今年将哥大排名第13位。Top 30方面，达特茅斯排名上升3位进入 Top 15。纽约大学今年重回前30，德克萨斯大学奥斯汀分校首次冲进前30，并列第30名，再创历史新高，从2018年的第56名上升至如今第30名。卡内基梅隆大学、圣路易斯华盛顿大学、南加州大学等名校排名均有提升。加州大学方面， UCLA 今年挤下 UT 排名成为加州大学系统第一， UXBS 今年的排名均有下滑，排名依然仅供参考。一些美国大学的名次下降，不代表其学术实力、教学水准以及申请难度下降。所以同学和家长们选校时切勿唯排名论，需要结合自身背景需求，多角度审视一所学校。大家在选择美国大学时，也应该将课程设置、学院文化、上学成本、学校位置、校园生活等因素考虑进来，充分结合自身的背景情况，来进行更加合理、个性化的选择。希望今天的节目对大家有所帮助。美集团美国大学本科申请20年经验，专注美高12年级大学申请名校服务及5到11年级的大学升学规划服务。我们采用教育学博士加常春藤面试官加助理顾问的3顾问模式，服务一个学生，为孩子的每本升学之路保驾护航。
感谢万博士的讲解，有任何的问题，大家都可以直接来咨询文美集团。文美集团是美国著名的大学申请及规划辅导机构，20年规划经验，全网200万加粉丝关注万博士教育讲座，在美国洛杉矶、纽约、芝加哥等12个城市设有服务中心，为广大华人子女提供教育服务。文美集团专注于12年级名校申请及6到11年级大学提早规划服务，教育学博士加常春藤名校面试官顾问团队，中美双顾问模式，为6到12年级学生提供最好、最全方位的大学规划服务。欢迎大家扫码关注文美官方微信公众号，若和文美的客服互动，请添加微信号文美集团的全拼音。文美的咨询热线是18887890942。感谢您收看我们今天的节目，我们下期见。